Yeah. Uh-huh. What up? All right, listen, y'all. I feel like something shady's going on right now. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. What I have to say is more important than y'all seeing me on camera. Wouldn't you definitely agree? Somebody said interview, yay. Yes, I put the word out there. My brother Ye has the invite to come on to the Godcast. I hit up my brother and friend to the show, Consequence. And he gonna talk to the brother. And hopefully we can get him on here on a channel that supports him and won't take his words down. Yeah. We're going to do this podcast style, y'all. Real podcast style. Because I don't like this non-syncing shit. That's some shit they trying to use to throw y'all off. And I'm not having it. Y'all not having it. Welcome back to the Godcast. My name is Lord Jamar. The reason you're not seeing me right now is because for some odd reason, and it's funny, I restarted my computer, right? And so I went into this little test thing. What's it called? Just this thing, camera settings, where you can click on that and check your camera. So before I got online, I'm checking the sync. Everything's fine. When I move, you know what I mean? I'm moving right on time. Soon as I come on line, I get into StreamYard or whatever. Yo, this shit just start lagging. It just starts lagging. But I'm gonna use a couple of visual aids here today. So when I do my screen share, even if that comes up a little slow, it doesn't matter because it's not like, you know, watching me talking and all of that. And I'll just go by when I see it come up, then that's when we can really talk about it. So let's get into it, y'all. The economic crucifixion, and shout out to everybody that's here. First of all, make sure you click that like button upon entering. I know this is a little different. But you know, it's about the information, and it's just about breaking it down and giving you a perspective that may, you know, you said they are watching your show, probably. That's not necessarily given or thought of by average people. So make sure you click that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you share this particular broadcast. Yeah, oh man, the devil be at work. So anyway, the economic crucifixion of Yeezus. The economic crucifixion of Yeezus. Woo! You know, the title of the show, and shout out to my brother Grand Poobah Haji Allah. You know, I was toying with crucifixion, assassination, lynching. Those are all good words. But since he calls himself Yeezus, and I feel like there may be some sort of premeditated martyrism going on here, I went with the title, The Economic Crucifixion of Yeezus. Now, when you think about a crucifixion or an assassination, or a lynching, you know, these were things that were done in public to set an example to others. Ooh, hold on. It was a kill two birds with one stone situation. And that's what's going on right now. See, not only was it punishment for the person, for whatever they deemed the person did wrong, but it was also to set an example for anybody else who might get the bright idea of doing what this motherfucker did, to say, well, this is what will happen to you if you try that. Heard about the gun line, boss? It's all about symbolism. So, you know, we're going to get into that even more, but this is a symbol that's being made of Ye right now. And they want us all to see it. You know, he was talking about how he's a billionaire, and they not even giving him the title, and you know, they're trying to spell it with a baby B and all this type of shit he was talking about. And he was right. They weren't introducing him as a billionaire and all that type of shit. But as soon as the economic hitmen came in and started, you know, sticking the spear in his side and as such, people are quick to say, look, he's not a billionaire anymore. Look, he's not a billionaire anymore. I mean, so, the hatred of this man, is so real. Like, motherfuckers is really hating that he was a billionaire. And now it's really coming out, and you're really seeing the real haters that exist out here. Like, motherfuckers is, he's not a billionaire anymore. Now that he lost his deal with Adidas, now that he lost his deal with Balenciaga, he's not a millionaire anymore. You stupid asses, he's still worth $450 million. Y'all act like he broke himself. Like, the man's worth $450 million. Nigga, if he was worth $11 million, like, that would be something good. I mean, I know it's not compared to what he had. But yes, You know, shit. Nobody in this room, including myself, got $11 million. Okay? So get the fuck out of here. Thank you, Corey Brown. He said, hey, you discovered dead prayers and stove god cooks. You goddamn right I did. You know, but they didn't want to bring me in them record companies. Well, I never went up there and asked, but nobody came and asked me. But I never went to ask to work up there either. So that was just stalemate. But I discovered so many, you know, ill cutting edge groups and just artists, period, that, you know, you would think. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. If you're just joining us, there was a crazy delay on my camera. I think it's more important that we just have this conversation rather than, you know, you seeing me. Y'all know I'm cool and fly. I mean, that's nothing new. We'll just have this conversation right now, okay? Because that's more important. I think it's very distracting by having the camera not be in sync with the audio. That's right. Oh, they're not going to stop us. Some people would have been like, you know what? We can't do this one, I guess, because the thing is unsynced. Man, fuck that. I'm not that vain where you got to see me. You know what I mean? We talking. We having a conversation right now. As long as y'all can hear my voice, you know what I mean? Take you back to the days of radio and all that. As long as you can hear my voice, we good money. As a matter of fact, let's clap it up for that. So this week, in light of Ye's Drink Champs comments, and he's gone on other shows and doubled down like a motherfucker. Let's clap it up for the double down. People and companies are coming out left and right talking about they're ending relationships with Ye. You know, we had heard that Chase Bank was ending their relationship with Ye. You know, so it's like, you got a lot of money, but you ain't gonna have nowhere to put it. You ain't gonna have nobody to do transactions for you. You know, they pull one of those on them. And then we then heard that after he got on Drink Champs and said, I can say anti-Semitic stuff and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? That's what he said. But then he also followed it with, let me say some anti-Semitic shit right now. And then he said, I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. Okay? So let's keep that in mind too. That's what he followed it up with after he said that. But they're just going to take the little soundbite of him saying, I can say some anti-Semitic shit and Adidas can't drop me. This shows that this is really warfare on their behalf. Like they're literally willing to take losses in order to try and cause injury to this man and to send out the symbolic message that they're trying to send out. So Adidas announces, to their detriment, that they are ending their relationship with Ye. See, we had some fucking homo up in this shit. Okay. Anyway, and now they'll take that as a soundbite actually for what I just said. Yeah, some guy just was in here talking some homosexual rantings, and yeah, we had to get him out of here. But anyway, so Adidas says they will no longer be making Yeezys. They're going to discontinue making Yeezys. And I think they said they were going to stop payment to him. Now, I don't know how the fuck they think they're going to do that. What kind of legal ramifications, that goes into. But apparently, Yeezys, the Yeezy brand represents 68% of Adidas online sales. Almost 70% of your online sales comes from Yeezys. And you are willing to take a hit that's going to be the equivalent of billions of dollars. Billions of dollars just to try to prove a point. Renzo, you're going on timeout. Fuck out of here. Yeah. So that shows you that for them, this is bigger than money. If they were willing to pull a move like that. Then you have Def Jam. Def Jam, who says they're severing ties. Is that the queen herself? Iasia M. Peace to Iasia. Peace, queen. How you be my queen? This is the goat of all super chat goats. Shout out to Iasia. Well, let me find your trying to put it on the screen. Hang on, y'all. There she is. How you be, queen? I thank you as always. The queen be coming through and dropping it on the God. Heavy. It's not the first time she's done that. Fellas, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't seen a brother drop that heavy yet. I don't know what that says, what the science is. It's funny because when I look at my demographic is mostly males that listen to that. Well, at least the last time. My demographic is mostly males. Females definitely listen, but it's definitely more males. But we got the Queen Iasia coming through heavy. $100 donation. Come on. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep in mind. This is independent media. I am not signed with any corporate entity. I do my shit here on YouTube, but I'm not signed to anybody. Nobody can tell me, yo, you need to take that shit down, this other type of shit. Unless, these people, I said something crazy, but I'm not saying nothing crazy. We just going over the facts of the case. Right? Going over the facts of the case. So Def Jam said they not fucking with Yeezy anymore. And I guess they're not going to have his be putting any music out through his label. I guess any new stuff, but they're going to damn sure profit off of everything that he did prior to that. All his old stuff. It's not like they're just going to relinquish it. You know what I mean? It's not like they're going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to make money off of this Kanye West stuff ever again. If Gold Digger plays, I don't want the money. They're not going to say that. Then you have Foot Locker that says they are taking Yeezys off their shelves and they're going to discontinue selling Yeezys and blah, 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 and Ray. I got some Yeezy slides on right now. Let's clap it up. I got some Yeezy slides on right now. I got like 2 pairs of the slides and 2 pairs of the foams. Yep. I didn't get the sneakers, but I bet it's probably going to make the sneakers go up in price. It's probably going to make the sneakers go up even more. Thank you, KO. He said, after Joe Rogan said racist shit, but Spotify said it would be a slippery slope to get rid of him. Double standards. Double standards indeed, KO. Thank you for your donation. Uh-oh. Hang on. I'm going through. Shout out to Soul 76 Can. Thank you. He said 4 most prominent, successful, and iconic black men in entertainment and pop culture have had their reputations destroyed and been scrubbed. 1, Michael Jackson. 2, Bill Cosby. 3, R. Kelly. 4, Kanye West. Very nice observation. Very nice observation. What's the through line? You said, okay, they're prominent, successful, iconic black men in entertainment and pop culture. Okay, that's definitely the through line. Whereas, though, I don't know, 3 of them, they try to put sexual accusations on them. And with Kanye, they're just trying to say he crazy, basically. But thank you for your donation. I saw a brother. Hang on. I saw a brother. Okay, well, thank you, Evan Smith, for the super sticker. Okay, here go. Okay. Anton Hills didn't want to be here. He said, there you go, brother. It's sad how we turn on our own, but we support those who give no F's. Thank you, Anton. Anton, okay. Came with that 5-0. He saw Asia. Asia, but get this. But then here comes Asia right back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here come Asia right back. See, and I hate to relate it to something like this, but this is the type of own shit that y'all understand. So it's like if y'all was at a strip club or something, she would be showing up the dudes right now, making y'all look bad and shit. I'm just saying. I love you. Thank you, Asia. You know, listen, this this all goes to being independent and being able to speak your mind, and you know what I mean? People get paid by media entities. And I'm gonna put up something that was sent to me. Actually, this, and it's a quote from Elon Musk, um, where they actually break down and see if brother was lying about basically who's controlling most media. Um, Matter of fact, let's see. Where is it at? Here it is. So listen, this is just, and if somehow this is wrong, please correct. But this is just noticing a pattern, okay? This is not trying to be racist or, you know, I'm not even right now in the moment saying what these people are doing are bad or good. But hey, if you look, CBS, hang on, I need to zoom in. Sumner Rothstein, owner. Les Moonves, president. David Rhodes, ABC. I mean, it goes on and on. Bob Iger, NBC. Those are the three main networks: CBS, ABC, NBC. You have Brian Roberts. Then you have CNN, David Levy. And I'm just saying one. They each have at least three top people in their organization that are Jewish. It's just that simple. New York Times, Washington Post, the Huffington Post, the Guardian, the Economist, owned by the Rothschild family, BBC, Marcus Agas, who's on the board of the Rothschilds, Volks, and BuzzFeed. Now, of course, this doesn't represent every single outlet, but this is a lot of major outlets. And when you look at that representation of that star next to their names, that's quite telling, y'all. Now, I don't know why some have a white star and some have blue stars. I don't know if that's just some sort of graphic. But Elon Musk said, who do you think owns the press? Hello? Who do you think owns the press? Hello? It can't be anti-Semitic to say this. It can't be, because it's true. And I don't know. I've never done business with these people directly. So I don't know about their business practices. If they're bad, they should stop, right? They should stop doing bad business practices. But you just saw there a list of the head of quite a few media outlets. And it was true, all of them. We're Jewish. Now, I don't see how that's hateful to say that. You know, you can make a list. See, first of all, back in the days, right? Certain professions would be known to stereotypically have certain people in it. For instance, the police, especially in New York, were known to be Irishmen. For some reason, a lot of Irishmen were police officers in New York City. Now, this is not racist, any kind of racism towards Irishmen. This is a fact. This is a fact. This is something that actually happened, and it would be displayed a lot of times in movies and media. There would be a stereotype of an Irish police officer, you know, bringing somebody in. You know what I mean? And even me doing an Irish accent right now, I'm sure I won't get in trouble for that. Shyster30, thank you. He said, Adidas said they're going to continue to use his designs, which proves his point. They wanted to continue using black folks and take their creation. Woo! Church. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you, Terrence McMiller. He said, much love, LJ. Boosie was burning Yeezys a little while ago. Any thoughts? I mean, Boosie was burning Yeezys. Why? Why would you be burning Yeezys? For what? See, the game was when they try to put black people into it. You know, well, he said slavery was a choice and all of this. He was talking about contracts and shit like that. He wasn't talking about the transatlantic slave trade, which, first of all, is not what y'all think it is in the first place. It wasn't as extensive as you think it was. Most of us was already here. But yes, it did happen. It did happen. And slavery in this country definitely happened. But that part didn't necessarily happen the way you think. And he was talking about these contracts, which make you a slave right now. People are making a choice to sign those contracts. I'll keep it 1,000% real with you. I've made the choice back in the days to sign that contract. I knew it wasn't the greatest contract. But I'm a 21-year-old kid chasing his dream who is ready to get this shit by any means necessary, even if that means signing a contract where I didn't necessarily feel like it was slavery. But when you look back and reflect on it, yeah, it is a form of slavery. So that's what the fuck he's talking about. And people sign contracts every day to be willing slaves. So what the fuck y'all mad about? Then when he's talking about, you know, he said the shit about George Floyd. Did y'all see the documentary he's talking about? Did you see the documentary he's talking about? Because in that documentary, they show a little piece of the body cam footage. And from that angle, it appears, I don't know, but it appears that he's more got his knee on his shoulder blade as opposed to his neck. But from the other angle, it's definitely looking like some neck. Now you got people like Vivica Fox, fuck Kanye West, and there she had a whole slew of broads up there. Yeah, fuck him. I second the motion. And you know, he was acquitted. He got in a court of law. What? You're like, that police officer got, charged in a court of law. Listen, we're not trying to free the police and all of that type of shit. That's not what it's about. You know what I mean? But, everything's not always what it appears. Like, y'all got to fucking relax, yo. Like, relax and really do the knowledge before you do the wisdom. Really do the knowledge before you start flapping your gums. Okay? Thank you, Boris 10 Shock. He said, this is a learning experience and a paradigm shift. Future Black entrepreneurs and artists should take note of this event and move differently. I mean, yeah, I feel like though the move differently is to purchase our own communities and start moving under our own power in all facets of society. That's right. Praise Aisha. Praise Aisha. The queen. The donation queen. I'm not going to be like, no, I love you, but we don't have women kings. We don't have women kings. But you are the woman queen, the donation queen, the donation ruler. Fuck that. Thank you, Lisa Simpson. Appreciate you. Where my fellas at? Where my fellas at? What's today? Wednesday? Where my fellas at? But I get paid tomorrow. Come on, fellas. Let's add on to the cipher. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa Simpson. That sounds like it was a girl from New Rochelle back in the days. She was real pretty. Her name was Lisa Simpson. Icy Saracen, what up? This is a regular super chat member. He said Mel Gibson had said worse things about Jews in his career, and his career still kicking. You think Yeezy will have it easy or be blacklisted? Now, did you know you was rhyming right there? Did you know you was going to throw me into a rhyme? You think Yeezy will have it easy or be blacklisted? So you're saying, will he have the resurrection? Will he be resurrected after this crucifixion? He may be. It all depends. I know they love his influence. But here's what I feel like he's kind of doing, y'all. Let me just go through these. Hang on. Let me just make sure. Got any other super chats? Oh, yes. Maestro Fresh West, my brother. Again, another steady supporter of the Godcast. Thank you, Maestro Fresh West. One of Canada's finest. Italian WAP, what up? He said, I heard in the White House every year they have a menorah lighting. You won't find crosses, though. Well, is the menorah the equivalent of the cross? I say the Star of David is. So now if they have the Star of David in the White House and then they don't have any crosses, I would, if I was a Christian, I would be alarmed by that. And I would say that that's not equality. But if they have a menorah, well, a menorah could be equivalent to a Christmas tree. So then, yeah, then I guess they do. It is on par. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that right there, Italian WAP. And that's your name. I didn't call you that. That's his name. Okay. They're gonna be like, and he was on his show calling Italians WAPs. No, that's his name. God damn it. You sensitive motherfuckers. Thank you, bro. Who else? Okay, I think we got through them all. Oh, wait. See, because this shit is sticking on me a little bit. If you're just joining us, I'm not on camera right now because this shit was like mad laggy. Like it had my camera mad not in sync with the audio, and it was just throwing me off. It was throwing, and I think what we're talking about is more important than seeing me on camera. All right, I think we're pretty much caught up. Oh damn! Wait, hang on. I think I see another one right here. Who's this? Who's this? Capo is La Mort. Capo is La Mort 100. Thank you. Let me see if I can find your joint. Bruce Wayne said Ye is allegedly anti-Jew, but they still want to sell his products to people. That's hypocrisy to me. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it. Listen, we're gonna get into all the real hypocrisy, but absolutely, if he's so bad, then you shouldn't want to fuck with none of his shit at all, new or old. But then we're gonna have to keep that same energy, y'all. We're going to have to keep that same energy when it comes to all types of hate speech. Now, first of all, I don't believe in hate speech. It's bullshit, liberal made up term. There's either speech that you agree with or speech that you don't agree with. That's what it is in America. It's not about hate speech and all of this type of shit. Because when you start talking about hate speech, and if you can ban hate speech, well, now who's going to determine what hate speech is? You see what I'm saying, people? It's not going to be you. So stop it with all this, first of all, parroting the devil's fucking parroting his phrases. Oh, all this hate speech. And Kanye with all his hate speech. Shut the fuck up. It's either you agree with the man's speech or you don't. But in America, they have what's called the First Amendment right. This is what was supposed to make this country so great, so fabulous, so beyond all these other countries, that even if you have a dissenting opinion about something, you had the right to say it. Even if I didn't agree, if the majority didn't agree, you still had the right to say it. You had the right to your religious freedoms. You had your right to bear arms. And it seems all of these things are being attacked simultaneously right now here in America. Fela B, thank you. He said, I guess he says know who you hang around with. But he put no you hang around with. But I got you. I know you meant who. Thank you for your donation, brother. Thank you, Fela Kute. Hang on, I see some more. Yeah, there you go. There goes Capio. Capois la Mort. Capois la Mort 100. Did I say that right? Hope so. What else we got? I think I see one more over there. Ants Kaljurand. And why no one talks about the kosher food mark? You mean the K inside the pyramid? The K inside the triangle? Ooh, or a U inside The circle? Hmm. Why is the K inside the triangle on the kosher food? What's it say? He said, Lord Jamar, emergency podcast. Let's go. That's right. All right. So listen. So I kind of feel like your boy Ye is, he called himself Yeezus before, right? Was this a premeditated thing where he said to himself, listen, when I get to a certain financial point, I'm going to be able to say what I want to say and still be good. And even if I'm not good, believe me, this man has been to the highest heights and all of that when it comes to money. You know what I mean? And or just opulency, or he's had all the broads he could fantasize about, models and all, you know what I mean? Like, what's left? So if they was to take it all away tomorrow, it's like he did it already. Excuse me, he did it already. And I feel like that Yeezus moniker may have really internalized that and is trying to set himself up as a martyr. Now, be it he's an economic martyr right now, and not necessarily a martyr that, well, hopefully they don't actually try to reach out and touch this man and physically kill him. But in this economic game right now, where they're trying to economically crucify him, and I almost feel like he's being a willing martyr in order to prove his point with a lot of things. He's saying that Jewish people run a lot of media outlets and that they have a lot of control in these areas. And it's like he's being proved right by the fact that anything he says about them, he's being punished. I never once heard him say that he wanted to bring harm to these people or any kind of physical violence. This man was simply asking for like fair contracts and like fair business. Like, if you really look at the essence of what he's asking for. And he's also, and what I'm asking for is like, okay, he's the martyr, right? And now we all agree that speech that is hurtful to people and that might lead to violence later should not be tolerated, right? And should not be used, right? So if that's the case, let's now keep this same energy for all this fucking hip hop that we listen to, old and new, That's right. I said it, old and new. Some of your favorite hip hop gotta go. Gotta go. It's hate speech. Get that shit up out of here. If we keep in this same energy. I saw these two football players or something like that was with Donda Sports, and now they talk about I can't be in a space where, you know, things are tolerated and all that, but y'all tolerated, you know, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Never hesitate to put a nigga on his back. Y'all tolerated that. Y'all play that shit in the locker room all the time. But y'all can't tolerate this. This is unacceptable. Rappers getting killed every week. For real. Not just on wax. They getting killed for real. And y'all tolerate that. Y'all tolerate that. Well, let's have the same energy now. Since we not tolerating shit, since we not tolerating hate speech, we not tolerating none of it. Right? Oh, it's only when it's about a certain group of people. Is that it? When it's only about the people that matter? Are you saying we don't matter? So go ahead, Bootsy. I'm going to need you to burn your own music with those Yeezys. We're going to have to burn some Biggie, some Jay-Z, NWA, you know, all of that, Dr. Dre, all of that shit got to go. All of that shit got to go. Since y'all want to get into the censorship, let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is where we at. You talk that shit. Oh, Tupac, gotta go. Bye. Bye, Tupac. All we could play is Brenda Got a Baby. And what else? I mean, there's a couple from Tupac we could play. But a lot of that shit we can't play. Hit 'em up. Bye-bye. No more hit 'em up from Tupac. We can't play that no more. If it ain't no conscious music that's adding to the positivity of the people, we can't play it no more. Because we got to keep the same energy that y'all want to keep right now on Kanye. Lil Wayne, bye-bye. All those opioid y'all can't listen to none of that shit. All that stripper music, bye-bye. Because all that shit does is glorify drugs and sex and all of that, which leads to children out of wedlock and single mothers and children who end up going out on the streets, sell drugs, and a whole nasty cycle all over again. So all of that shit got to go. Meg Thee Stallion, bye-bye. Cardi B, bye-bye. All this gangster rap, bye-bye. So I feel like Kanye knew that it would get to this point where y'all painted yourself in a corner with the shit that y'all trying to do to him. See, you're in a corner trying to go after him, and now you find yourself, you right in this corner with him. You right in this corner with him. So yes, all these companies that talk about they don't want to be associated, da 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 da, then don't be associated with his designs. Don't be associated with none of his old catalog. None of it. None of it. They talked all that shit about Cosby, but guess what? The Cosby Show still comes on. Because they still want their bread. They still want their bread. What are you talking about? They still want their bread. It's bad enough. When I first was like looking to get the slides, a dude in the store, you know, who was telling me, because at first I was on the fence about, I'm not going to lie, about even getting any kind of Yeezys and shit like that or whatever, right? So I'm, you know, talking to the guy in the store about the shits, and he's telling me about, I'm like, yo, why some of them are so much and all that? Because the store I was in, some of those slides, them shits was like $400. And I was like, man, I just can't bring myself to spend $400 on these fucking plastic shoes or whatever, right? So he's telling me, yeah, you know, why certain ones are more expensive, da 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 da. And then he's like, he was telling me how Adidas had made like a cheaper version of the slide. Like it looks like it, but it's not the Yeezy. Like they jacked them. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, that shit is like $30 or some shit. And I was like, wow. You know, and I thought to myself, like, that's some shady shit right there. You know what I mean? So it's like they were stealing from him even when he was with them. Oh my goodness. I can't make this shit up. They were stealing from him even when they was with him. So imagine now. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. Oh, hang up. You know what? For those of y'all who like to go just straight Cash App. Whoa. Oh, I thought I saw some breaking news. So yeah, if this is what Yeezy has done, it is pretty smart, because it exposes the hypocrisy of the system. It exposes the hypocrisy in individuals, in everyone that's talking this shit. So yeah. They act like, oh, this is so dangerous. Now, did you see the 7 people that were up on a highway? 7 people who they claim are neo-Nazis because they gave a hail sign. Even though anybody could have sent them up there. But whatever. Even if they were, it was only 7 of them. And they had a sign, and part on the sign it said Kanye was right. Blah, blah, blah. And then now they pointed to that. See, Kanye is inspiring neo-Nazis to, you know, embracing themselves. And it's just like, it's just so ridiculous, man. It's just so ridiculous. Like, and that people even fall for shit like that. Like, that they even fall for shit like that. You really think this guy, what he said, is somehow inspiring white supremacists? And then you got people out here saying that he's regurgitating white supremacist talking points. Listen, y'all can blindly be mad at Candace Owens if you want to. You know what I mean? I'm not here to say that I agree with everything she says. But God damn it, a lot of things she says is right. Okay? And yeah, she got a white husband and she still says some things that's right. Okay? She's not a perfect person. I think she says some shit that's wrong. Do I agree with her marriage choice? No. But it is what it is. But to blindly just not fuck with her because, again, you've been led down that road. People telling you not to fuck with her, like, oh, Candace Owens, you know what I mean? It's just fucking ridiculous. That's right. The government sent billions to Ukraine with fucking a known country with Nazis and KKK members and all kind of shit walking around the fucking streets. And they got us talking about support Ukraine. Yet they don't fuck with blacks, Jews, no fucking body over there. What was that all about? And they still want you to support Ukraine. So again, have the same energy on all those fronts. If there's, if speech that can lead to the harm of a specific people, speech that stereotypes us and denigrates us, I don't give a fuck who's saying it. And see, this is the part where I feel like white people have plausible deniability. Because you know what they say? Well, we're not the ones making the music. Like, y'all are making the music. Like, it's black people saying this about themselves. And that's where they do got you in a way. It's black people saying a lot of this shit about themselves. We're just selling it. Well, you know what? Don't sell it. Don't sell it. If you didn't sell that type of music, they wouldn't want to make that type of music, to be honest. If that type of music didn't sell so well, they wouldn't make that type of music. It's like it's being incentivized to make that type of music. But again, they'll definitely try to use the fact that, listen, black people call their own selves niggers. Their own women bitches and whores. They have no morality within their own hip-hop culture. So what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? They're the ones that are actually killing each other out there. What am I doing wrong? I'm just running a business. Ain't that what Leor Cohen said on The Breakfast Club? He tried to act concerned about Leor Cohen tried to act concerned about the opioid crisis. Oh my God. It's the worst thing in America right now. And so Charlemagne says, so why sign an artist who promotes that? And this guy's going to say, well, I mean, I already told you, you weren't listening. I said, talent or issues, and he said, I pick talent. He picks talent over issues. He said, but he still believes in people. So first of all, and then he went on to say, I got people to feed. I got a business to run. So first of all, to say talent over issues is not even really to answer the question. The real answer was when he said, I got people to feed. I got a business to run. Talent over issues was trying to say that he's acting like the person that he's signing if they have personal issues. You know, like if they're battling drugs, it's 10-10, y'all. If they're battling drugs, he'll sign them for their talent, even if they have personal issues. But no, we're talking about you signing someone who promotes his personal issues to the rest of society and tries to make it popular so that they can have personal issues too. That's what we're talking about, sir. Let's not play dumb here. But you answered it beautifully when you said, I got family to feed. I got a business to run. Because that's what it's about. It's not talent over issues. It's money over people. It's money over morality. That's the science that they work from. And if you don't understand that, then you won't understand shit. If they can make money your life doesn't matter. At no point, nobody said, well, damn. Like nobody's conscience ever just hit them and was like, damn. Like I've made some really bad music. Like even the artists too. The artists, I mean, especially the artists, really. But like, let's say these record executives, because y'all are trying to skip over the artists, but we got to get on these artists too for even making this shit. But nobody was like seeing what's happening in Chicago and all these other cities and just the high amounts of violence and all these rappers getting killed. And nobody stopped to say, damn, did we have a part in this? Have we been putting out music that actually glorifies this? And when you looked at your roster and you took stock and for a lot of you people, the overwhelming answer was yes, I have made music that contributes to this bullshit. I have made music that helped to influence young men and women to do shit that ended up costing them their lives. Once you understand that, once you assessed that, and then continue to do it after that, what is that? What does that make you? What does that make you? How do you sleep with yourself? How do you sleep with yourself? Oh, I sleep in a bed with $1 million in the mattress. That's how I sleep. So if Jewish people want the respect and the, hands off their name, don't say anything negative about us. Well, I want that too. We want that too. We want that too. And if in America we're going to allow freedom of speech to die, yeah, I am a fucking conservative. I'm a black conservative, not meaning a Trump follower, but my sensibilities are definitely conservative. And I say conservative in the truest form of the word, like a conservationist. I want to conserve my culture. And all this liberal bullshit from this left-wing Democratic Party, not that the right wing is any better, but these Democrats, they really on some bullshit. They really the ones fucking this country up and fucking raping the minds of black people for the longest time. Did y'all see this bullshit? This might be off topic real quick. But did y'all see this bullshit with Saucy Santana and Trina? No voting, no vucking is what it's called. No voting, no vucking. Now, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna play the motherfucking video for you here, because I don't promote that type of shit at all. And I'll probably get a fucking, they'll probably try to like get a copyright strike or some shit and try to whatever. So fuck them. We're not doing that. But if y'all know who Saucy Santana is, you know what I mean? I'm disgusted. Trina, I'm disgusted. Like, this shit is just ridiculous. Democratic Party, I'm disgusted for y'all doing that. I seen all the blue in the background and all. Like, stop it. We know who paid for that. Oh, this is something I wanted to play because people have accused, again, Brother Ye of being anti-Semitic. Now, I just want to play something. This is from the former, hang on. It's from the former Prime Minister of Israel. Okay? Former Prime Minister of Israel. Let's see. We're going to play. It is. All right, let's play this real quick. Turn my sound down. Here we go.
Policies of the Israeli government. People here are called anti-Semitic. What is your response to that as an Israeli Jew?
Well, it's a trick. We always use it. When from Europe somebody is criticizing Israel, then we bring up the Holocaust. When in this country people are criticizing Israel, then they are anti-Semitic. And the organization is strong and has a lot of money. And the ties between Israel and the American Jewish establishment are very strong, and they are strong in this country. As you know, they have power, which it's okay. They are talented people, and they have power, money, and media, and other things. And their attitude is Israel, my country, right or wrong, the identification. And they are not ready to hear criticism. And it's very easy to blame people who criticize certain acts of the Israeli government as anti-Semitics, and to bring up the Holocaust and the suffering of the Jewish people, and that justify everything we do to the Palestinians.
Often when there is...
Yeah, so, I let her say it. Former Prime Minister of Israel, did they say, or some sort of Israeli minister. Because if we say it, they pull it out. But she just broke the science down, y'all. She broke the science down. And so you have Brother Ye, who's criticizing business practices that he's encountering. By people who happen to be Jewish. I think if an inordinate amount of any type of people are in any kind of industry, I think people would ask and look, well, how did that happen? And I think that's a fair question. It's like we are in a time when the act of questioning is becoming a crime. When we questioned, getting jabs and all of that type of stuff, we were just told to trust the science, trust the science, and not question it. But like I told you before, the way you do science is by questioning it. That's how you do it. So we're supposed to be critical of things and ask questions and try to get to the bottom of certain things and get an understanding of things. See, because the way I found out your knowledge is through your wisdom, what you say. That gives me an understanding of what you know or where your head is at. So I have to ask you certain questions in order to see where your head is at. Pardon me. You know, you get around me, I'm going to ask you certain questions. Jab or no jab? Flat or round? You know, a couple questions I want to know. That's going to let me know where your head is at. Let me know what you about. So, yeah. The fact that critical thinking is, you know, because to be critical of someone is you have to use critical thinking, you see? And they don't want us to use our critical thinking skills. Therefore, stop being critical of us. Stop being critical of anybody or anything. We can't be critical of the alphabet people. We can't be critical of nobody except, drum roll, please, brrr, black people. Black people, we could be critical of black people. That's okay. Telling us how we need to pull ourselves up from our bootstraps and all of this type of shit. And we just lazy and we don't know how to this and that. And black people just can't come together and blah, blah, all of these, you know, all these mantras that they put into the black community. And we just regurgitate like parrots. Strong black woman and black people just can't stick together, and nigga always gonna fuck it up, and crabs in a barrel and all this bullshit that you heard somebody else say and now you saying it. And nobody made none of that shit up. Where'd it come from? You don't know. It just sounded good to you, so you said it again. Super spreader. He's a super spreader. None of you motherfuckers made that up. Super spreader. But I bet you said that dumb shit, didn't you? Like a super spreader. Motherfuckers. Get on my goddamn nerve. Thank you, Mark Williams. I appreciate you, brother. Ryan R. Thank you. Said, keep going, my G. That's right. They can't stop the show. I'm here right now. We just we're not on camera because there was a crazy delay. Watch, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. I'm gonna come on real quick to show you. See, I've been waving my arm. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. They try to sabotage me. I'm here. But we talking right now. If you're just getting here, make sure you click that like button, share this, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let's clap it up. We hit that 160,000 mark. We've actually pushed past that. Hang on, let's see where we at right now. As of right now, right this minute, 161,864,000. Yeah, 161,864. Yeah. Thank you. Next stop, 200,000. Let's go. This is the next stop. We not stopping to the next train. Next stop is 200,000. And then 250. You know how I'll go. Those are my subway stops. You heard? And we doing this organically, independently, on our own, original people. So my whole thing with this whole thing is yes, people have painted themselves into a corner now because you're going to need to keep the same energy that you're keeping with Mr. Ye. So like I said, you know, I don't know if we're going to have a farewell party to certain music. But yeah, I might have to start putting out the list, you know, of shit that not only we shouldn't be listening to anymore, but also this is music that these record companies should no longer want to associate themselves with. They shouldn't want to make money off of it anymore. And that's just on some old category, old catalog. Now, when you bring it up to today's time, like right now, oh, we got a whole lot of artists that, yeah, I mean, most of them would have to go. Who would be left? J. Cole and Kendrick? Who would be left? Who the fuck would be left? That's crazy. Because a lot of them is getting themselves locked up or killed anyway. And see, that's the reason why it's got to stop. Because y'all got upset when 7 people got up on a bridge and put up some signs. That was acting like, oh, you see where this can lead? All right, well, you see where drill and all that has led and all of that? Not where it can lead, where it has led. All this gangster rap, where it has led. All of this, it's all got to go. Yep. And then that's just in the music industry. We didn't even get to the film industry, the TV industry. Some of your favorite movies, some of your favorite TV shows. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, shit. That's funny. Yeah. You didn't think about all of that. I didn't think about all of that. But yeah. If this is the road that we going down, then go down it all the way. And just like Yeezy said, when they pull somebody over and they, you know what I mean? There's a bag of weed in the car or a gun or whatever. He said, everybody in the car get charged, right? Well, see, he was just charging executives and shit. Thank you, Charita Thompson. I'm charging everybody involved, everybody in the car. Matter of fact, see, you charge people in the car, and if you're lucky, you could charge the car owner. If I gave you the car knowing that you was going to do a crime, right? Then I could get charged for that too. I'm on to some here, people. So let's say the rappers are the guys in the car and the record company owns the car. But they're giving it to the rappers in order to do drive-bys and sell drugs and pussy and all this other shit. So now when they get busted, everybody get busted, right? Everybody get busted. Except a nigga like me. Hey, man. I was just doing the knowledge, man. I was just shit. I was here, man, but I make positive music, man. I wasn't with all that shit. I ain't sell no drugs in my music. I ain't kill black people in my music. You have to bypass me. Yeah, that's Public Enemy. Yeah, leave them alone too. They ain't do that. They ain't do that either. Yeah. Poor righteous teachers. Nope. De La Soul. Nope. Tribe. Nope. Yeah. You're gonna have to leave. Got to leave us alone. We wasn't involved in that. We just seen, we just happened to be on scene, see what had happened. And yeah, it's a shame y'all getting locked up. It's a shame y'all gotta get locked up like that. It's fucked up. So what about the resurrection? Now, first of all, for all y'all hating ass motherfuckers, oh, he's not a billionaire anymore. He's not broke. Okay. He's not. The boy got like $450 million at his disposal. They're just saying with all these other endorsements that he just lost, that brought him down a little something. Big deal. Now, let me see if I can find this, because I'm sure if I just Google this right now, this fucking picture is going to come up. And I noticed this is the image that they want us to see of him right now. Where is it at? This particular image, and I'm going to tell you why. Here it is. Which one will I pick? And they keep using this shit. They keep using it. Let me see if I can share this right here. Yeah, so it's the pic where he got the fucking Balenciaga mouthpiece in his mouth. And it's just like, You see this picture right here? How his beard is on. He looked like a caveman or some shit like that. And like you can't tell that at first that that's a mouthpiece that he got in his mouth that says Balenciaga. And he just, you know, he looking like real Neanderthal in this picture. Like, you know what I mean? And that's and just not intelligent. And that's the picture that they are keep seeing them use. Ever since this whole shit went down, they keep using this picture here on the right. With this fucking Balenciaga shit. You know what I mean? Here's more of them under the shit. Look at all of those right there. Like, and he's just looking all scruffy and his cheeks look a little sunken in right there. I don't know if it's because of the mouthpiece or whatever, but that shit just make him look, am I right or left, y'all? Like, to me, that shit make him look real, like, Neanderthalish and shit. Like, it's just not the most flattering picture of him. They did that on purpose. You know what I mean? Y'all hit me in the chat if y'all agree with what I'm saying. Now, granted, he's the one that decided to come out like that day. You know what I mean? He thought that shit was fly, I guess. But I'm just saying they're using that picture to try to make him look like a monkey or something. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, like it's all subconscious symbolism. So again, what's the big symbolism here? What's the takeaway from this? Kanye West is supposed to be, he said, the richest black man, you know, American black man, most influential. And yet, if they can do this to him, they're telling you that it can happen to anybody. None of you niggas who are lesser than this nigga, this is what they're saying. None of you niggas who are lesser than this nigga ever think that you're going to posture yourself in this type of manner. Because if we can do it to him, we can do it to anybody. And now this brings me to my final point, which I brought up last time, is that we really and truly need our own. We need our own. And like I had mentioned how back in the days, you know, the Nation of Islam was saying they wanted America to like give us some land and all of this type of shit. And that, you know, we'd start our own nation within that land that they gave us. But you know what? We got enough millionaires and all of that amongst ourselves. And America is for sale, y'all. First of all, did you hear that Young Thug offered 100 acres of land that he has in Georgia for free for Yeezy to put his Yeezy stores on if he so please? Did you hear about that? Hang on. Young Thug offered up to Ye 100 acres that he owns for Yeezy to put Yeezy stores, and said he wouldn't charge him nothing. Now, see, that's the type of cooperation that we need amongst each other. But we need to be doing it for more substantial means than Yeezy stores. You know, I mean, a Yeezy store is important in the grand scheme of things if that represents one of the things that we but as far as we need our own like, and I'm talking big enough to be a state, you know what I mean? Like, and just have our own laws, our own curriculum and all this type of shit when it comes to school, what's being taught in the schools, the kind of medicines that we take, the kind of health care that we provide in our community, all of that. A community that's, you know, based on morality and love. Yeah. And even if the millionaires don't kick in, we as regular people can pool our resources and get us some land, buy us some land. I've driven across this country, people. Y'all don't understand how much untouched land there really is. Like, this shit ain't cities all the way across. There's so much just empty, untouched land. We need to get us some and start doing for self, for real. Because, or else we're always going to be at the mercy of someone else. We're always going to be at their mercy. So, I mean, it's been real. But see, we're not leaving neither. America, this is ours. America is ours. We was already here. We're not abandoning the land. If anything, we need to reclaim the land. But right now, if we got to buy some of our shit back, so be it. Let's buy our land back. And then learn how to protect it, all of that. Oh, yeah, people talk about, yeah, well, you see what happened with Tulsa? Uh-huh. Yeah, we see what happened with Tulsa. And that's why we know that there could be some haters that want to come through, and we're going to be ready. We're going to be ready to protect and to serve. Like, there was a time when, for a long time, it seemed like we, you know, the system was fucked up, but you can kind of like, as a righteous person, you could still kind of like live. You know what I mean? You can still live. You can find your niches and certain shit wouldn't necessarily encroach upon you, you know, if you didn't allow it. But now it's like there's so many things just coming from every angle, you know, every angle that we know that we're not in agreement, but they want us to be in agreement with it. And if you go by the group think of, you know, well, I'm just going to do what's popular. I'm going to do what everybody else is doing. I'm going to, you know, Yeah, this is the popular thing to do right now. So I'm going to do this, even though I might not fully even agree with it. I'm still going to go along with it or act like I support it. That shit got to stop. That shit got to stop. Time to wake the fuck up. There's no more coexisting where you can still like retain your culture and you know what I mean, but still live within this culture. They're trying to make that impossible. From the foods, just everything. Everything. And this is why it's time, y'all. But it's not going to be easy. And that's why they want you to be lazy. That's why they want you to just not want to do the most. They like people being comfortable with doing the least they can do instead of the most they can do. But what you put in is what you get out. And if we want freedom, freedom isn't free. Freedom has a cost. And your man Kanye felt like he had enough money where he was going to put a down payment on our freedom. Because like he said, he could just go off to an island in Hawaii somewhere and just chill. Like, why does he even have to say anything? For what? So yeah, I really think he's definitely trying to hold the mirror up. Hold the mirror up and just, like, look at yourself. Everybody, look at yourself. Let's see. Midwest Outsider said this is low-key karma for Kanye abandoning Lupe Fiasco when they blacklisted him 10 years ago, speaking on the industry and the government. I don't know about that. Yeah, when did they blacklist Lupe? And well, I guess he tried to get back down because he was very vocal and in favor of the jab. So maybe he was trying to get back in their good graces. I don't know. But thank you, Midwest Outsider 707. I appreciate you. Let's see. I see one from. Come on, load up. Okay, I'm trying to get to your question. What's your name? What's your name? Tupacalypse. Apocalypse 1. Where's your. Trying to put it on the screen. If I can find it. consequences. Sam W. said Vlad still hasn't apologized for his comments about Farrakhan, and not one Jew called for him to be canceled. Kanye shouldn't be canceled. Thank you, Sam W. This is true. I mean, nobody called for Kanye to be canceled when he said things that black people thought were, egregious, like slavery was a choice, even though he explained what he was. But even when he was misunderstood, they didn't just run with that and cancel him for it. They didn't cancel him for White Lives Matter or anything like that. Black people had a problem with that. But that wasn't objectionable to the point of cancellation. But yeah. I guess it was that tweet. It was that damn tweet that really put him out there. Mr. 2000 said the time is now. That's right. Thank you, Mr. 2000. Tupacalypse 1 said burning down Tulsa couldn't happen in this day. Hopefully not. Maybe not by a mob of just regular people, but an actual military might be able to. Here we go. Tupacalypse 1 said, I have a question for Russell. Have any of these Jewish partners you speak so highly of ever came to your defense when you were being scandalized in the media to where you had to leave the country? That's a good question. For those of you that don't know, I'm sure he's talking to Russell Simmons, who I think made a video recently. I didn't see it, but I heard he was talking about, all the Jewish partners he has and all of that type of stuff, and how they're good people and all of that. And Tupacalypse just wants to know, did any of them come to his defense when he was being scandalized, with the allegations of sexual harassment and all of this type of stuff? That's a good question. Thank you, Tupacalypse 1. Maybe Russell's watching the show. Maybe they get this out in Bali. If so, let's get an answer. Get in the chat, Russell. Get in the goddamn chat and let us know. All right, peace. Let's see. Who is Michael C. Collier? Said, peace, God. Can the devil fool a Muslim nowadays? All the confusion, divide and conquer. Okay, no, not nowadays, God. Thank you, God. Appreciate you. Okay, that was the last one. Yeah, well, listen, man. This was pretty much my build on the crucifixion. To recap, a crucifixion is something that's done in public in order to be an example to the offender as well as to the rest of the community as to not commit the offense of the crucified. Thank you. Yeah, so we talking about an economic crucifixion. Now, will he have the resurrection? You know, will there be a resurrection? Where, first of all, I heard some rumor. Now, I don't know if this is a rumor. Matter of fact, it may be. We need to look into the validity of this. But someone said, now that he's out of his deal with Def Jam, he gets his masters back. Now that he's out of his deal with Adidas, he gets those designs back. Now that he's out of his deal with Balenciaga, he gets those intellectual properties back. So I wonder, is that true? And could he now, take all those entities and do his own goddamn thing and be the new Adidas, for real, the new Balenciaga. Create the new Def Jam, but straight up original owned. I don't know. Maybe. Midwest Outsider 707 said, Howard Stern trying to talk on it like we forget about him. That's funny that you say that. Because Howard Stern, all the racist fucking shit that he's said over the years and done, and we can't forget the skit that he did with, he was pretending Sherman Hemsley was Whoopi Goldberg, and he was calling her all kinds of niggas. And now what's so funny is your man Peter Rosenberg seems to be all outraged right now about Kanye. Matter of fact, earlier today, my man Grand Poobah Haji, he put up a picture of him and Ye, dapping each other up, and was like, yo, ain't nothing changed. Would you believe this guy? Would you believe this guy Rosenberg gonna come on the page, on my brother's page, and put unfollow? This nigga said unfollow. Man, people in that page got on his ass. But here's the thing. I just watched an interview with him and Laura Stiles and Ebro where they were talking about the whole Howard Stern video and da-da-da-da-da. No outrage from Mr. Rosenberg whatsoever. Seemed like the one that was really outraged was Ebro. Ebro was the one that was outraged. There was no outrage from Rosenberg. At one point he said, yeah, it's unfortunate that da-da-da-da. Unfortunate? Like, he wasn't acting like he supported it. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't saying that it was cool. But it was no fucking outrage like this guy's claiming to have right now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The hypocrisy is ridiculous. And he'll say, oh, well, I said that wasn't cool. Yeah, but it wasn't so visceral, was it? When it was about black people. Because all your favorite songs, Mr. Rosenberg, are riddled with hate speech towards black people. Riddled. And you secretly say this shit in the crib when nobody's around. Oh, come on. You know you do it. You know goddamn well. It's plain to see. You can't change me, cause I'ma be a nigga for life. You singing all that shit. You singing all that shit when you in the crib for dolo. Looking around, make sure nobody, make sure. All right, cool. Sing every Mob Deep fucking lyric that says nigga, I pop this nigga, all of that shit. You be in the crib singing that shit with no outrage. So where's the outrage now? Why the outrage now? You see? You see? Somebody say Ebro half Jewish. Yeah, but the black side was outraged. The black side was outraged. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. So again, it's time to say bye-bye to music that can be considered hate speech towards black people. If it's music where it's talking about selling drugs and killing niggas and spinning the block and my ops and all that type of shit, or smoking on this one, if it got all of that shit in it, gotta go. Bye-bye. Because we're keeping that same energy. We're keeping that same energy. Jewish people don't want people talking about them. We don't want people talking about us in a disparaging manner. And we don't want nobody profiting off it neither. Nobody. Not black people, not white people, nobody. Not Chinese people, nobody. Shit, when we talk about reparations, we might have to include hip hop in this motherfucker. Hip hop might have to give us some reparations. Well, listen. Let's give y'all a little food for thought. You know how we do. Make sure you click that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Click that notification bell and click all. I'll be back next week. I got some shows. We got what shows? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday will be in Trenton, New Jersey. Saturday will be in what's the Bergen Performing Arts Center in New Jersey. I think that's Elizabeth, New Jersey. And then Sunday, Dover, Maryland. So yeah. Check us out. Brand new being. And that's what it is. Till next time, I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. And remember, keep that same energy. Once again, for the Godcast, my name is Lord Jamar. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earths. Peace to all the people of the universe. We out.